And I'm back with you guys today, and today I'm making a quick, short, and easy video just telling you guys what are the best operators that you should be playing in 2021 when it comes to the already available operators. Obviously, Season 4 is coming to an end here with the SI Invitational coming up, the 6th Invitational, and we pretty much have all these operators here to choose from. If you guys don't have them all, I would definitely recommend, obviously purchasing the battle pass or purchasing your characters just so you can get a chance to feel them all. This is purely subjective and somewhat obviously objective to when it comes to the gadgets, the utilities, and overall just fragging potential from all these operators. So there's 29 operators. I'm gonna give you 9 on each, defending and attacking, and yeah, I'm gonna give you those 9 operators on offense and 9 operators on attack that you should be using. So if you guys didn't know, there is a patch that just came out for this game, nerfing, buffing, and changing some operators around. Most notably of the changes, Zofia lost her withstand, not that big of a change. Kali got nerfed when it comes to the damage that her sniper puts out. And a bunch of other defenders lost their sights, and some of their abilities were changed around. So we're gonna go ahead and start with attackers, because we're gonna be going alphabetical order, obviously. So the 9 best operators you should be using right now start with Zofia. Zofia is one of the best operators in the game. Obviously her withstand was removed, but no other character has withstand, and the fact that they are giving characters abilities based off lore is stupid, and anybody that defends it is trash. So yeah, Zofia, her gadget is the KS-67 Lifeline, which is pretty much a double barrel impact grenade shooting thing. Essentially, everybody knows Ash, so she's pretty much Ash but slightly better. She gets 2 impacts that are kind of like Ash, instant destruction of whatever it hits, and she gets 2 concussion grenades that she concusses anybody it comes into contact with. Now these nades are counterable by Jaeger Wamai, but if you get rid of those with like flashbangs or you just shoot them with a Twitch drone, her guns are super good when it comes to all of her weapons. Pretty much the LMG is great, the assault rifle is great, and her pistol is great. One of the better operators on attack. Another operator that you should be using a lot is Buck and Sledge. So we're gonna kind of couple those two together. But Buck is a little bit better than Sledge, but we're gonna throw Sledge in there. Buck, his skeleton key is super influential when it comes to playing vertically. If you want to shoot down into an objective or up into an objective, you can easily do that with Buck, just because of his gadget. His gun is a little bit hard to handle, but if you put your hollow sights and everything on, some practice makes perfect. Same thing with Sledge. The only downside about Sledge is that he could only hit down and vertically. He cannot hit upwards to the roof with his sledgehammer. So plus he's got grenades, the best SMG in the game, and a really good AR. So those 3 operators, soft destruction type operators. When it comes to the hard breachers, you want to be using Habana. Her now revamped X-Kairos launcher can cycle through modes, whether you want to shoot the full 6, 4, or 2 pellets. This is making her super useful on maps like Oregon, where there's a lot of hatches. You don't have to waste all of your pellets shooting all the hatches. You can only waste like half of them, or even less than half of your pellets opening hatches, and you still have a full 6 pellet breach to go with it. Plus her guns are always good. So those are the 4. We're gonna go 5 more. Another great one you should be using more often is Ace. Ace is another hard breacher. He has 3 of his Selma Aqua breachers. They're pretty much like thermites, but like half the size. So if you put one and then at the top, one at the bottom, you can pretty much make a thermite sized shape as long as you aim it right. Plus he's got the best assault rifle in the game, the AK-12, and a pretty good pistol. So Ace is always a good operator. What is that, 6 now? I have to keep track of these. I have to tally them. Another great operator still is Maverick. Maverick is pretty much like a hard breach, but when it comes to his desire, he can pretty much just make holes. You could see through them with his gadget. Definitely super good. He has a really great assault rifle. He has grenades, which a lot of operators don't. Literally insane operator. So that's 7. We're gonna go with 2 more. We're gonna go with Nomad, only because her gadgets are so small. They do make noise, so they're a little bit easier to pick out if you're looking at a wall, for example. But if you shoot one of Nomads on a wall fixture, and it's like a really light wall fixture, it's pretty much an easy audio cue that someone's coming from that direction, where you place your air jab, as well as it bounces them back a little bit. Plus she's got a great gun and some flashbangs. Now The last 9th operator is going to be kind of controversial. A lot of people don't really like this operator all that much just because of the kit, but Iona. Iona is becoming so useful nowadays because you can clone trick. So essentially what clone tricking is like, you know, let's say it's very situational, but it works really well. Let's say you're in a 2v1, right? And you know this guy's on site and you have a friend and you're going to push together, right? What you can do is you can clone trick and kind of bait your teammate out. So you'll be, you know, pretending you're a real person, you're cloning while you're a clone, you're walking, you're aiming at him and everything. Obviously he's gonna take down your clone, but then he has to realize that there's another person on your team that's probably gonna kill him. Or if you're in a 1v1 situation, you can clone trick a lot of times, like clone and then retract, clone and retract, clone and retract, to the point where he thinks that it's gonna be like a clone when you're rushing into the room, but it's actually you. So it's a little bit iffy when it comes to the clone tricking, but definitely Iona is the 9th best operator when it comes to obviously Rainbow Six Siege. In bonus, some honorable mentions, just so we can round it up to 12. Twitch, super great now. Actually, I'm gonna switch Iona for Twitch. Twitch just super good now. So yeah, Twitch is the top 9 operators. Iona is a close 10th, 0, 11th, and then we'll put Jackal in 12th. But you guys know what those operators pretty much do. When it comes to the 9 defenders that I think that every team comp should have, is starting off with either Bandit, Cade, Smoke, and Mute. Literally those 4 operators. They're all denying operators, especially Bandit, Cade, and Mute. Obviously, Mute jammers disrupt the signals. Don't let drones come in. Don't let breach and charge happen, and they get rid of like you know, a lion scan or a Dokkaebi call. Super great operator. Plus he's got the SMG-11 and a shotgun. Bandit, he's kind of like a place and forget kind of operator, but you can play them actively when it comes to electrifying walls, placing them down, forgetting about them, or, you know, tricking them, making sure that those thermites don't come true. Same thing with Cade. I would honestly argue Cade's a lot better than Bandit just because he can chain electrify certain things, so you can get like 3 walls with just 1, you know, Cade charge. So it's pretty great. Compared to just the 4 bandits that you only get 1 wall. Plus his AUG is super good. And then who was I gonna say? Smoke. Smoke is literally the best operator right now. Smoke SMG-11, his smoke ability is great, shotgun's great, he has a shield, literally a great operator. So those are the first 4, first 4 operators. Next up, I would actually run a Wamai instead of Jaeger at this point, because Wamai's gun. I guess we just have to put Jaeger in there for the fucking laughs, right? To just round it out to, you know, the 6 operators. Jaeger and Wamai definitely super good, catching at nades, catching at impacts, literally the best of what they do. Wamai is a little bit different than Jaeger, but still. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? 6. All right, 7 would probably have to be Mira. Obviously, those black mirror windows are super OP when it comes to, you know, catching people off guard and just shooting them through it. Mozzie is another good one, kind of similar to Mute. You know, it stops drones particularly. It doesn't really stop breaches, obviously. But yeah, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't remember. Anyway, 9 probably has to go to Valkyrie. Valkyrie's actually no. Rook is super OP now because of Kali's nerfs. Literally, if you have Rook armor, it takes 2 hits from Kali, no matter what range you're in, to kill somebody. So Rook is super OP now. Really great operator. Honorable mentions to round it out to 12 would be Valkyrie and Maestro for the visuals, and then last but not least, we're gonna put Maluzi just because her gadget is absolutely busted. Anyway, take this for what you will. Take it for what you will. I'm a Plat 3. Obviously, my stats are kind of shit, 1.2, 1.0. But I've been playing this game a shit ton. As of recently, I play the game competitively, and I just want to help you guys. If you guys are thinking about buying operators or buying season passes or anything, these are the 9 operators, technically 12 on each end. But these are definitely the 9 main operators I recommend to buy, just because of how easy and how good they are. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.